Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tarheels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the North Carolina Tarheels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tarheels will kick it away to start us off. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So North Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man, and they're excited.
Touchdown, UNC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets It's there. And down he goes at the 18.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Stumbled to the ground.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He'll keep it himself. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Got it behind the line. It's Gauze. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quickly complete. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Quarterback running on the draw. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Irvin. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Off play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Missouri is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up 14 over Texas A&M.
Brown wants to pass.
We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Thanks to grab. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He'll set up to throw. They're setting up the screen. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
There he goes. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Irvin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Got a man. It's Irvin. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Brown will throw it. With the catch, it's Irvin. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's when quarterbacks get in trouble.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it and gets past the chains. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Gauze. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's got his man. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the grab. It's Gauze. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half.
Let's go. Quick.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at KAN Memorial.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Stanford will boot it away to start this 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He'll toss it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Find some fresh air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Grabs it in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll operate out of split backs. Using his legs to serve it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Moses. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Lopez wants to fire. Got a man. It's Ship. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Shipp. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over Texas A&M.
Here's a heat.
Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Lopez to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Doyle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uniform.